In Power Rangers teams there are always the official Rangers that are part of the normal team. There is also the 6th Ranger, which is a slightly different Ranger, but still very similar to the normal team. However, in this video we are going to talk about the Special Rangers, which are not officially registered as the 6th Ranger, nor as official members of the base team. These Rangers can sometimes join the team in some battles, sometimes they are very different physically, and sometimes they just appear to give extra help. I want to start with Jungle Fury, which does not have an official 6th Ranger, but has several Special Rangers. Let's start by talking about Robert James, the Wolf Ranger, who wears the color purple and is the mentor of the Jungle Fury Rangers. Robert is the son of the Shark Spirit Ranger, which we will talk about later. Robert was not sure about following his father's teachings and looks for another master to teach him martial arts, and then becomes the master of the new Power Rangers. Another Special Ranger is Dominic, the Rhino Ranger, who wears white with orange features. This Ranger has one of the most powerful weapons in history, the Rhino Morphin, which is a very powerful dagger that also functions as a blaster. Despite being a great Ranger, Dominic was very curious and wanted to do everything, so the master sent him to find his way in life. He is even the only Ranger in Jungle Fury who does not become a master at the end of the series. Even so, Dominic is ranked as one of the best students and one of the most powerful Rangers in the series. Lastly, in Jungle Fury, there was the Spirit Rangers, which were 3 Rangers that started out evil as they were created by the Phantom Beasts, which are a race of monsters based on animals from the Chinese zodiac. These Spirit Rangers were controlled by crystal eyes and were later released, which allowed the 3 main Rangers to summon the Ranger of their respective previous masters. The Red Ranger could summon the spirit of the Light Blue Ranger, the Shark. The Yellow Ranger could summon the spirit of the Green Ranger, the Elephant, and the Blue Ranger could summon the spirit of the Black Ranger, the Bat. Now let's move on to Power Rangers Turbo, and here we get to see 2 Special Rangers that are rarely talked about but have been given more history in the comics. The first is the Phantom Ranger, which is a mysterious ranger from planet Elter, the same planet where Zordon comes from. This ranger helped the Turbo Rangers fight Divatox, and it almost cost him his life as this villain stole the ruby that gave him his life force. The Rangers managed to recover the ruby and were able to restore the Phantom Ranger's life force. Sometime later on another planet, this Ranger was able to see how Divatox had Zordon and sent the location to the Space Rangers. At another time, he was seen battling alongside Blue Centurion, which is Turbo's second Special Ranger. This Ranger is an intergalactic robotic police officer from the future and a great ally in Power Rangers Turbo. Many are not sure if this robot can be categorized as an official Ranger, yet he has his own Zord and Power Ranger key. The Blue Centurion was sent from the future year 2205 to 1997 with the message that the United Alliance of Evil is going to conquer the universe in the year 2000. Now we can move on to SPD, as this season we also have two Special Rangers. Although many think that Kat and Kruger are part of the core team, the reality is that they are not officially listed as part of the team but are support rangers. Some have also thought of Kat or Kruger as a sixth ranger, but in SPD the only sixth ranger is the Omega Ranger. Kruger is a serious and commander of the SPD. Basically, he is their mentor and sometimes transforms as a ranger and helps in difficult times. Kruger is also known as the Shadow Ranger, and although his suit is blue, he is categorized as a Black Ranger. The other Special Ranger in SPD is Kat, who has feline features and is the technical support in SPD. Kat is a true tech genius, but she also demonstrated fighting skills, and this is why she became a ranger. Unfortunately, this only happened once, but her participation and her costume were so cool that all the fans have remembered her forever. Now we move on to the Lost Galaxy season, which also has two Special Rangers, but is just one. The reality is that the Special Ranger is Magna Defender, but his power was used by two different Rangers. First, let's talk about the original Magna Defender, which is known as a lone warrior who is also sometimes categorized as an anti-hero. The Magna Defender was one of the many participants who fought in the battle that occurred over 3,000 years ago but fell into an abyss in which he remained for thousands of years. Then, in 1999, a young man named Mike, who had been selected to be the Red Ranger, fell into the same abyss. Magna Defender saw the opportunity to take possession of his body and to leave the abyss to seek his revenge. Sometime later, Magna Defender sacrifices himself and abandons Mike's body, and now he is the new Magna Defender. Mike had been selected to be the Red Ranger, but before falling into the abyss he gave his saber to his younger brother. If you like the Special Rangers, like this video, and subscribe for more Power Rangers stories.